Un, deux, trois. Un, deux, trois.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But in Croatian.
Do they have their own language?
Let's find out. Let's take a look real fast.
Welcome to Languages Around the World.
Language.
With Shojin and Super. Super.
I just spelled language as Languane. God damn it.
You want
And
that
you said.
linguini?
And what'd you just say? You just said.
I said
something
Super.
else. Super.
You're
Language
now
of
Super.
Croatia. Language.
What do they speak?
We're in such a. Oh my god. This
What do they
is
speak?
such a bad start to this video. I typed in language of crows.
Murder.
Well, that's not actually true.
It's
I typed in
murder.
language of CRO and then stopped to talk to you, and I hit down to crows. Language of Croatia. Standard Croatian.
Oh, okay. They have their own, huh?
Yeah, let's see.
Fucking weirdos.
Croatian language.
I'm kidding.
Standardized variety of the Serbo-Croatian pluricentric language used by Croats. I didn't know that was the way to refer to people.
That sounds like a slur.
It does. Should
Like,
we bleep that?
I don't know if you can say that word.
That's on Wikipedia.
It's like that's like the equivalent of going straight out there and being like Jews, and you're like,
Yeah.
you're not wrong, but I don't know if you should say that.
It's like, it feels weird to say, but technically it's okay.
Right? Like if you went to
Ay, ay, ay.
Croatia and you called them Croats, would you die?
I think they'd probably be more like you would die of embarrassment.
Well, that might happen either way.
Yeah, so it's like, okay. Herzegovina
Yeah,
is
I've
one
heard
of the places. Okay. And then, Chakavian is another place.
That I have not heard of.
Okay. Let's ready up.
Okay. I just accepted the mission. Yeah. So this.
Whoa! What? That's a segue. That's what we just accepted our mission for.
Yeah. So
You're sick.
yeah, I'm sick. If my audio sounds weird at all, I have and also if I just cough and I'm dying, because that happens every now and then.
It's been a long old while since we've had a sick episode.
It has actually. Like, oh my god, why is there fire up there?
There fire? Oh, there is fire.
Oh, this is the map where we consistently have fucked ourselves.
Oh yeah, yeah. How do you play this game?
Oh, you've got to eavesdrop on somebody.
Oh.
So don't,
All right.
don't immediately kill them.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
saying.
Oh, those guys. Okay, that's not bad.
Oh,
I
did
can
you
kill
find them
these
already?
guys then. Yeah. Hold up.
Wait, for real though? You found the
Yeah, they're right. They got a little marky thing on them.
Oh, well shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why I vaulted that. There was no reason for it.
Do. I'm gonna maybe get this guy. Is there anyone around who would see that?
I don't know.
Oh,
There
this
might
guy
be.
coming up the stairs.
But also there might not.
Where are you? Oh, you're down there still. Okay.
Well, there's people down here.
Oh. Oh, I went up.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I'll take out the people up here. There is a fire guy that looks down here every now and then, so...
Oh, that's the guy I'm gonna take out.
Oh, perfect. Everything's gonna work out then.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
Does anything ever come up Millhouse?
No, never. Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that boy is the embodiment of, bad. Whoa, that was weird. Whoa, hey, whoa, haha.
Oh.
Ho ho. Come here.
What do you think
haha.
his involvement in the Aurora? What do you think Millhouse's involvement in the Aurora Borealis was?
You're fucking... I love the dead stop, and it's like, that... We'll do it again?
There's only so many ways you can, deal with a flub, right?
Yeah, I think that's my favorite way.
Just dead stop.
Yep. Just silence.
That's become my favorite, I think. Or day,
Wait, where are you?
I'm up. I took care of the fire guy who was looking down. Maybe there might be another one that.
Oh
you were
no,
looking at.
I killed a different guy that was looking down.
Ah, okay. All right.
So are these two the ones that we have to... How do I eavesdrop?
I'm about to eavesdrop someone, I think. Oh, did I get one of them?
I
think
eavesdrop.
Okay. Okay.
Probably switch to invisibility in case they walk this way. Okay, I think we got the eavesdrop then.
Okay. Well, I have 2 guys I need to kill now who are standing right next to each other looking at each other.
There's also a guy coming up behind you, apparently.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay, whoa. Oh, there.
Oh, we got big old problems, Judge.
Well, you have a problem.
Well, you're here
don't
with
bring
me.
him my way.
Well, you're here with me, so you're gonna have to deal with this, homie.
I don't have to do shit. Oh my god, why are you pulling me into this?
You did this to me last time, homie.
You killed me.
I didn't do anything. Listen, that's your problem, okay? Let's go ahead and there you go. Okay.
You fuck.
So, we'll just cut that part.
No. I want everyone to know how you fucked me.
You fucked me last time.
How you
brought
got
a guy
behind
up to
me, didn't buy me dinner, and fucked me. What?
Man, whoa! There's a fire guy who needs to die up here, and we're gonna go ahead and take care of him. I can't make him laugh.
No, if I laugh, I die, man. It's a real cruel game. Like, you know those compilations on YouTube? They're real now.
Oh yeah, the laugh you lose.
Yeah.
So it's laugh you die.
Now it's laugh I fucking cough up my lungs.
Oh, you did the head in the middle of the flub that time.
Absolutely. It's the only other way to handle a flub is to just like fucking go for it and make it worse.
Yeah. I also love the doing the like repeating back the dumb thing that was just said.
Oh,
you know?
like that's what we call jazz. You're trying to make it seem like it was intentional.
Oh yeah, where it's like the thing with the thing with the guy.
Yeah, that's it's either known as jazz or the Porky Pig.
The Porky. I like the Porky. Oh my god, do you remember? You remember that Achievement Hunter Minecraft video? Where Jeff Ramsey, where he actually Porky Pigs.
I know, but
oh my
that's
god,
amazing.
It's a classic one.
There's a guy coming up towards you.
Yeah, he doesn't come all the way up.
He doesn't come all the way up, really?
No. He doesn't go all the way up.
That's actually like kind of like upsetting. Not gonna lie.
I'm gonna try to kill him. Did that work? Oh, that worked.
Did you get him?
Yeah, I killed him. All right, cool.
So how do we kill the 2 people that are like staring at each other longingly?
Easy peasy. Ready? Check this out.
Do you have a thing?
Here's what we do. I mesmerize one of them.
Kill their friend in front of them, and then
yeah, the guy who's looking towards the building, not the guy standing right in front of the door. I'm gonna mesmerize the guy who's looking towards the building.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. He's never go. Oh, I got both of them.
Oh, because you have the.
And you have that.
My double. We forgot. We completely forget our upgrades.
This is the problem with us only playing like maybe every week.
You're like, yeah, we'll mesmerize one and then we'll kill the other, and it's like, yeah, but you have the area mesmerized and I have the double kill.
It's like, oh, we should stick together more often.
Right?
Makes the game way easier.
There's so many enemies that we can just like kill instantly with our setup.
Man,
wow, there's not a dude over here for once.
Interesting. Oh, I can dark flame over here.
Yeah, do
those guys. You need to be ready to get over there though.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
You might.
Will I get both of them? I gets one of them.
You only got one.
But, this might have been a bad idea. I think. Well, it's gonna. Okay.
Oh, what? Why? How did he see me? What?
Hey. Oh. Okay.
How did he see me? I don't understand.
I think the smoke doesn't actually block view. I don't think.
But it literally makes you invisible.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right, well.
And this game needs a remake.
You're just thinking about that joke?
Oh my god! I forgot!
Uh-oh.
I have notes.
What? You have notes?
I have notes.
What is it? Wait. What does that mean?
So, that joke reminded me, the last thing we talked about in a video was the Dead Space remake.
Right.
I've now seen a full playthrough of the Dead Space remake.
Okay.
I have notes.
About Dead Space or
about the Dead Space remake.
Oh, okay.
Overall, positive.
Yeah, that's the general consensus from pretty much everyone.
So, let me maybe dark flame that lamp over there, and you can kill the guy who's walking through. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was not aware of your situation.
Yeah, I whispered him.
There's a lot of things that I like about the game, and there are some other things that I don't like about the game as much. Yeah. Well, there's some spoilers that I don't want to mention per se.
The game's been out for so many years, and the story does not change.
They did change the story in some interesting ways.
What do you mean? What did they change?
So one of the things, the ending of Dead Space, you actually meet with Nicole, and like you're in person with her. At one point, when you're headed down towards the the planet.
I think I know what you're talking about.
So you're chasing Kendra.
It's, I don't know how to. Can we just say spoiler warning and then like talk about it though?
Oh well, so the spoiler of Dead Space is that this one I'm fine with spoiling because this is the same. Nicole is dead. Your girlfriend is dead.
Yeah.
So that being said, you have to find her. Well, like you think you have to find her, but so at the end of right towards the end of the game, you're following Kendra down to the planet to kill the marker because she takes the marker.
Yeah.
So you follow her down, and what you do is you meet up with Nicole. Like you see her in the flesh, supposedly.
Yeah.
And so people always were wondering about like, oh, so it's a hallucination. That's interesting. But how is she doing stuff? How is she like interacting with other things? Because she does. You see her interact with stuff.
Right.
In the remake, they explain that. They give you a very interesting reason as to how that works.
I was just assumed that it was him.
So they never explain it in the original game, as far as I'm aware. But I am now going to slap down a big old spoiler thing. So from now on, these are spoilers. We are going to talk about the Dead Space remake that came out in 2023.
Yeah.
Okay? So, here's the deal. I'm going to talk about some things that aren't spoilers first, because I want anyone to get a chance to click off this video. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to mention some things that I like that are not spoilers.
Can I mention one that I've noticed that I love so much?
Sure.
Free space movement.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that one is that's basically a given.
It's an enormously better gameplay change that, frankly, that is one of the few reasons for a pure remake.
Absolutely. The game would not have been made otherwise, in my mind.
Yeah, I truly, honestly, I've seen the asteroid segment now because there's a section where you sit down and shoot asteroids. It's it was a turret section, and it's much more dynamic and fun now in the new one.
That's a big positive for me as well, seeing that they made it not impossible to do.
It was never impossible. Sorry,
let me clarify. There's an achievement that was out there where you had to complete that section without losing 50% of your hull strength, and that was basically impossible.
I want to point out that I'm pretty sure I did that in my extra life play through. I'm pretty sure my hull strength was at 70 plus.
Well, you were doing that on keyboard. On console, it was damn near impossible.
You know, I very much believe that, actually, because keyboard controls are always way more responsive. However, PC also got the fucking broken VSync thing.
True, but at least you could run it at 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Good kill.
Thank you.
So, I'm gonna go down the list of things. Ready? That are not spoilers. First of all, there are more interactions with the crew and the survivors that you meet.
Yeah.
Like you actually meet survivors, which is cool. Characters that you only saw by way of like what's it called there?
See, this is something I wasn't remembering because I only played the game once and it was a while ago. Did you ever actually talk to Vegetation Lady?
You don't in the original.
Okay.
In the remake, you do.
Okay, I was wondering about that because like I couldn't remember if it was just like her logs that you did or
we're dragging that guy over here.
Oh, okay, I could kill him.
Yeah. Get him. You do meet her, or you don't meet her in person, but you talk to her.
Yeah.
Over comms.
Which you couldn't do before because Isaac was totally silent.
Yep. Which leads into another one. Gunnar Wright, as we expected, did a phenomenal job voicing Isaac because he was already Isaac in the last 2 games that had voice acting in them.
It's kind of hard to fuck up a character you've already been doing.
Part of it, though, is that he actually, he it might sound weird to say, but the guy's a professional in such a sense that he didn't internalize what Isaac was by the 3rd game. Like,
really?
He did a great job making, Isaac sounded like, oh my God, I have no clue what the fuck is happening and I'm just trying to survive. The voice acting, the way he like was able to express that.
2 and 3 too, in my opinion, because of the nature of what's happening.
Well, I mean, the 2nd game he was still like, oh, this is wild. I can't believe it's happening twice. But by the 3rd game, he was like, shoot him up, kill the guy, bada boom, bada bing, kind of thing.
I don't know if he was like that. It was very much like, I'm fucking done with all of this. Kill it.
Yeah, but the difference of like that versus what is happening? I'm seeing my crew members die. What the fuck?
I guess.
Very different. I thought he did a phenomenal job. Isaac sounded exactly what I would have expected for that.
Oh, yeah, he did a great job. Like, I don't think I'll ever say that he wasn't good.
He also wasn't firing off one-liners left and right.
Well, we can attribute that to a writing team that gives a shit, I think.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So another one that's below that is, one thing I don't dislike, but at the same time, I don't know, it's hard to explain this one, my feelings on this one. Okay. This is a little bit of like purist original nostalgia coming in for me on this one. Mm-hmm. Kendra is not nearly as big of a bitch towards you, which kind of in my mind, that was like her character. But on the other hand, it also made her less suspicious.
Yes, seeming. I think that was a smart thing. I did notice that too, and I was like, you know what? Because originally, I don't know if you recall during Extra Life, but I called like, oh, she's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Within the like first 2 minutes of her talking to when she starts like trying to accuse Hammond.
Yes.
I was like, oh, so she's the bad guy because of how she was acting. And in this one, it's a lot more like, Hammond, are you fucking with me type thing? Like, she's pissed at him because there's clearly CEC secrets and all that, but it's not a clear, I'm bad.
Exactly. I thought they did a great job with that character. What's next? Chen, one of the guys who dies very early on, he's given more character. He's given more story.
I don't know about the story, but he is referred to multiple times now.
Yeah. Oh, so you've actually, by the way, I should have asked this earlier. You've seen the full thing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you know all the thing that I'm talking about with the ending of how they explain Nicole.
I've watched a playthrough, but I may have not paid attention, so I might need a refresher on that.
Well, I'm gonna meaning I don't have to worry about spoiling something for you that you already potentially didn't know. Okay. No. Well, so the Chen thing, I really like the fact that Chen, it's not like, oh, Chen died, all right, anyways. The necromorph of him shows up consistently.
Well, not just that, but like what I really liked what they did is it visibly and like consistently multiple times fucks with Hammond that Chen is the thing that comes after him specifically. Yeah, I really liked that was the again that they gave that, like, you know, they expanded on that. Yeah. Like he was really it gives so much character to the fact that like Hammond was being chased by his own crew members, because it makes you feel a little bit more for the rest of the people in the Ishimura, because they were being fucking killed by their own friends.
Yeah, and plus if you know the story, you know that the marker fucks with people. They see dead relatives and dead people that they know.
Yeah, I think that one was an unfortunate. He's actually seeing the dead guy that he knows.
Yeah, but it's a fun way to be like, ooh, that's interesting. If the characters, I wonder if they knew that, if they would have questioned that kind of thing. More like a thought experiment almost.
That's an interesting way to look at it. Yeah.
Moving down, the story beats are given some new interesting twists. Like the Weezers are connected to the Leviathan.
Yeah, because
That's cool.
before
That
they
wasn't-
were totally unrelated enemies that were in the same section, and they both had a reason for being in that section of the ship and all that. But them being tied together was brilliant.
Yeah, the another one is that
It also made the Leviathan fight had to have an extra phase that meant something.
yes, yeah, that was
Because
really
before
good.
that boss has been absolutely easy as hell to wreck.
It's like, all right, cool. What is this thing? Why am I killing it necessarily?
Yeah.
Another one, in connection to that is you're talking with Elizabeth Cross, the what's her name, the fucking the science lady that you alluded to.
Yes.
The intro thing with Nicole's message, the video message that Isaac is watching at the beginning. That's given new context with the side missions, like the side missions thing. But there's like a previous argument that they had, and it kind of explains why she's like, I wish I could talk to you. It's like, it seems like she has some regrets that she had, there was unfinished business.
Well, so it also gave a reason for Isaac not to have talked to his girlfriend for literally how many months? What did they say it was?
Yeah, exactly.
Like 6
that's what I
months
mean.
or something? Because
Yeah,
I've
super
always
long.
wondered that. It was like, wait, you literally never talked to Nicole? You never found it weird that she stopped talking to you?
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, wait.
What's
can
going on?
I get this? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay.
You got
sorry.
one of the targets.
Yeah, I couldn't. I accidentally picked something instead of picking up the guy.
Oh, okay.
I thought that guy was going to turn around. Yeah, so it gives more backstory to that stuff, which I really like. Let's see. Here's a negative. Here's something I'm not thrilled about the way that they handled.
Okay.
This is a personal preference. At least I'm saying the kinesis when you grab something is more realistic. It's a little bit more like in Dead Space 2 and 3, you rip off an arm or something and it like snaps to you. It's like you grab it.
Now it actually glides for a moment.
Yeah, it's a little softer, which is understandable. It makes sense that like that's how it would be. There's nothing physically attaching it. It's all forces acting and kind of like smushing almost in a way. I prefer the more snappy feeling, but that's just a personal preference in my mind. Let's see, I need a platform here real fast, and then I'll go back to talking about stuff I do and do not like. Okay. One obvious thing as well. Dead Space 2 Impaling came back. Hello, obviously. That's a good thing.
What do you mean?
In the Dead Space 1, you could not impale enemies. That wasn't just in the engine. In the new one, you can.
But they like insta died when you impaled them with the stuff anyway. So it really
No, like you couldn't pin someone to a wall in Dead Space 1.
Oh, really?
Now you can. Here's one that I don't have necessarily a positive or a negative on. Just an interesting change that I think is an interesting take. There are no more power node rooms.
Yes, I love that actually, because it was one of the more annoying parts of the original Dead Space, because I had to make a choice on upgrades versus nodes, and there was already really big upgrade trees. And with the fact that they have even more upgrade trees now, which I really like, that would have been insane to have to choose.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of I almost don't compare it to the original because it's such a different way they did that. I like it that they committed to that in its entirety, and that they didn't try to half bake it. Where am I looking at here? Oh yeah, so it makes that power node thing was much more of its time. I think personally.
I agree.
And the fact that now it's more of like a Metroidvania, Resident Evil, get the key card kind of situation I think it's more appropriate that they basically did that. It's fully, it is what it is. Really lost my train of thought there.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Someone saw me, but
I think we're good.
I think we're good. They saw me for a brief second, but
Okay.
they don't know where I am, so
It's not bad.
we're definitely gonna have a body found though.
That's fine.
Someone
right.
fell to the ground. He's
you know.
covered in blood.
Is he okay?
Damn, he's dead. Someone fell to the ground. Man, wow, I can't believe he fell in such a way that his neck got sliced open.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so they found you, huh?
He's dead.
Okay.
All right, next thing. Open world. I love... Oh. What was that explosion?
It's a dude over... He threw it at the body for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, he's not... He didn't... I'm about to kill him.
Oh. Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Open world. The game's fucking open world. No more loading screens.
I don't know if I call that open world.
It is. Yeah, you can traverse from one end of the map to the other without going into the trams.
No. Without going into the trams?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
But, like, that's not how I normally characterize an open world, but, like, it is a loadless game, yeah.
Well, think about it like this. In Dead Space 1, you are unable to, Did we kill everyone? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we're good.
Dead Space 1, if you're on the medical deck, you can't go anywhere else. You're on the medical deck. Right.
You just have to get on the tram to go to the others.
No. In Dead Space 1, each chapter happens at each deck. You can't just willy-nilly go wherever you want.
I remember being able to go onto the tram to go to places.
No, you would always go somewhere from the tram.
Are you sure? Because I guess we always had access to the station. I guess I never checked to see if I could leave, but I always felt like I could get back on the tram and go somewhere.
Unless I'm completely wrong, which I really highly doubt, frankly. There aren't many things that I'm super positive about. But like, yeah, no, you get off the tram. Each tram, every chapter begins with a tram and ends with a tram. You can't get back on.
I feel like I would have to check that one because I don't know why, but I feel like I did go back to another level. It's just that I think it loads, certainly. Like, you know, you're still in that chapter and like there's nothing that you can do in the previous area, but I'm pretty sure you can get on a tram and go back to a previous area if you wanted to. You would just have to wait for it to load the other area.
Because you're saying it, because you're saying it, I'm going to go, I'm 99.9999% sure that you cannot just leave any deck whenever you want. But that being said,
I mean, some of them I do remember being locked in because of a story reason.
You also do go back to multiple different decks.
Right, and I don't know how much of my memory is one or the other.
Right, so
I don't know.
Who knows? Could be. One could be, the other.
That's
so it's like a whisper, but it's without a what's it called?
No, it's not a whisper.
Oh, did I misread that?
It can be thrown at your feet to spawn empowering vapors in an area, boosting the attack damage of all allies in its range.
Oh, okay.
So you can make a buff area.
I like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know when we would use it. I mean, like, that's like one of the few things that I would use in this game because you could use it during a boss fight.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's definitely one way to use that. I think maybe not for this playthrough, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So how about this? We'll check this after we're done recording.
Yeah, I truly just don't know. Do you have it installed? Or?
I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay. Because that's the one thing I'm unsure of, but yeah, continue.
I'm like 99% sure it's you get on the tram, do a chapter, get on the tram to the next chapter, and you can't leave in between.
Yeah, I don't remember, honestly.
But we'll check. We'll leave a note in the what's it called after. I'll leave a note, hopefully.
Okay.
So because of the open worldness and being able to just revisit any deck whenever you want, enemies respawn.
Yeah. Oh.
This unit detects an ally within its perception area as assassinated. When it happens,
throwing weapons have lethal effects on this unit.
Okay. Well,
So you could shuriken kill him? Well, wait, does it just mean that... I don't understand, like... Do shurikens not do lethal damage?
They don't. They do damage, but they don't lethal damage. At least unless you're... Maybe there's a sneak attack kind of thing.
Well, I'm confused by that because when they say lethal and non-lethal damage, I think I take it to mean they're meaning the knockout versus kill function.
Could be. Could be.
But I don't... They really need to define things a little bit better.
We will find out. This game needs a remake. So, yeah, enemies respawn now, which is cool when you revisit a deck. I don't know the frequency, and I don't know what decides how they respawn and what enemies do respawn.
It's randomized. I watching somebody play through it, it's like... It just treats them as like this area can spawn enemies and it will spawn enemies. What is interesting is that the enemies are not actually flavored to the deck you're on. Like, for instance... you're not introduced to the baby things until you're going towards hydroponics for the first time, I believe, right?
Correct, yeah.
And after that point, the babies can spawn anywhere, even though they have not been in medical up until that point, for instance.
Okay.
I don't quite know if I like that, but, I mean...
I would say it probably makes sense after they've been introduced, because then it's kind of like they're spreading throughout the ship, maybe? I'm kind of spitballing here.
Well, so, like... Oh, okay, yeah, that worked. Like, I almost wish that, like, you saw other enemies that typically never get a respawn, like the ones that are on the walls, for instance, that throw the mines. Like, I almost wish, like... That's a cooler spread to me, you know? If you're doing respawning enemies, have certain areas that will make environmental enemies appear. Have a Weezer appear in an area that you weren't expecting or accounting for it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, by the way. When an enemy is within range of the priest, there's a little line drawing them to the priest. You'll see it?
Yeah, so I guess we should try and kill the priest first.
Yeah. Although, actually, can I try a test here?
Who is the priest? Is the priest the guy that's up on the tower?
Must be.
Or is it... No, it's someone else. They're all tied to...
Can I try something?
Sure.
I want to try whispering a guy away, seeing what happens.
They can come out... Yeah, he's outside of the priest range.
Okay. Shit. I need to get to him now.
There's one guy that patrols in and out of the priest's range already, and I noticed that happening. Oh, okay, you got him.
That was just on the range, I think, or just on the edge. So
yeah,
we're good.
It was, but it counted. So
yeah.
So we got to go this way to get to the priest.
One thing I did not see, I wasn't sure. So the mine laying enemies that you're talking about, the guys stuck on the wall. There are a few points where you run into them. You run into the pre-form versions of them, and I'm curious to see if revisiting makes them turn into actual like if they grow over the time of revisiting.
It does not, from what I noticed, but
okay, that's unfortunate, but oh well. That would have been a good mechanic in my mind.
I think so too. That's what I mean. Like I kind of wish that those sorts of things were available in the game, but maybe I get why they're not.
Maybe they'll fix that in the future. Who knows?
It really needs a remake.
I agree. One thing here's the thing. I'm not sure if this is entirely new necessarily. It might not be, but there definitely did notice some like Dark Souls style, like, oh, the door won't open from this side. Oh, I saw you killed the priest, by the way. Good job.
Oh, yep.
The door won't open from this side. You'll open it on your return trip. I think that was already in the game, but I don't really remember.
It was, because stuff like that happens in medical, to keep you from going to cryogenics early, but like they give you a tease of like there is this area.
Oh, right, and also on the engineering deck. That's right. That was centrifuge. I forgot about that. Okay.
That was in the original. Yeah.
The fucking watching. Oh, who saw?
Somebody saw a body fall, but they didn't actually notice anything else. So.
Is the guy seeing me? No, he's okay.
He saw me as I jumped up. I think we're good though.
All right.
We are good.
the damage model for the enemies, how dynamic they are. Holy shit.
Oh, okay,
That's
something
brutal.
else. Something else that I want to point out. The elite necromorphs look way better now.
Yeah, they're just bone, if I remember correctly, right?
They're like super decayed.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
just
yeah.
that they're like black and sludgy now. They actually look like bloated human flesh type thing over time because that's what they are. They are
Yeah.
the longest living necromorphs on the ship.
It's so good. It's so cool. And like, again, how dynamic it is. You can blow. Gross for people who don't like this kind of stuff, but like you can blow off like skin and like watch bones break. Like that's impressive. It's not something I look for in the game necessarily, but I appreciate how intense they went with it. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, big one, everyone, big claps. Ready? The flamethrower is useful.
It's funny because the playthrough I have watched it didn't use it at all.
Well, that's the thing. The flamethrower was garbage back in the day. It sucked ass, but you can use it now. It actually works.
The only thing it was good for was the little guys that came out of the fat necromorphs.
Yeah. And like that's okay, great. How many times are you going to use that? Fucking never.
Well, especially if you're good at not popping them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah. So I'm glad that the flamethrower actually had use. On that note, the fact that the weapons are found and usable immediately, I actually kind of like.
Yeah, they all have ammo near them.
Yes, and also the fact that you don't have to bring them back as schematics.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I never put that together because I remember like the thing is there's not many of the weapons that you find the schematic and you're like it's a while until you can use it.
Well, part of it is you have to get back to a store to use to like get them. Like the line gun, I'm pretty sure is like that.
The line gun and the contact beam, I believe, are the longest in between picking up the schematic and getting back to the store in the original.
I think so. That sounds right.
Because the contact
like,
beam is ridiculously powerful, and the line
Yeah.
gun... I don't know why they put the line gun behind a barrier like that. They really didn't need to.
well, the pulse rifle is like you can buy that just in the store, right? Like because it's an actual item that you can get. You know, because like someone on the ship might use it, kind of thing. Like there's some kind of reasoning behind it. I'm pretty sure. But I like that you can actually like you can pick up the thing and you can just use it right then again, and it actually takes up space in your inventory. You can equip it to your hotbar, but it actually takes up space in the inventory. I like that.
Yeah, before, if you put it onto the hotbar, then it did not take space in your inventory.
Right. There's like a specific weapon spot for it, and which means you can actually carry more weapons in theory, right? So you could have way more options in the moment. I really like that as well.
But
or you
you
could
have
just
to-
stick with you have like no ammo for them.
Yeah.
I like that.
There's a collectible over here.
Oh shit. One thing that I will say that I'm maybe a little bit kind of like not iffy about, but I kind of maybe pine for this a little bit from the past. The fact that because you actually have to.
Like, what the fuck did that do?
What did you do?
His head was like in the ground and legs were sticking up.
Oh, that's an L. Let's see. Upgrading is done through unlocking different routes. I kind of like that. And you have to buy kind of like the upgrade first and then bring it to a bench to use. I like that.
So I actually like that entirely because those upgrades, that's for unique things that you find. You
Yes.
can find schematics for unique upgrades for each weapon, and that's really cool because it not only can you like, you know, choose whichever weapon you want, but also it gives you a little bit more say in your playstyle because like if you're going all in on a weapon, why not get some like really cool unique things that actually change how that weapon works normally?
Yep. I really liked that. One thing it took me a little bit to kind of grow on this idea, but because they don't have the power node rooms anymore, I understand why they did this, and I appreciate that they kind of went with this. There are no more empty power node slots.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Everything is an upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah. And at first I was a little bit kind of like, I'm not really sure. But then like thinking about it, you know, there's no more power node rooms, so it doesn't really make sense to where you'd have to potentially, you know, make that decision. I can see why they would do that. Just killing this guy real fast. Let me think about this. Okay, small gripe, personal opinion. The stomps feel a little bit less weighty. Small thing, but in the same way the kinesis.
I do not agree. They are still as violent and ridiculous as ever.
I don't know. There's just they lack a little bit of weight, a little bit of
double
oomph
back
behind them.
Real quick, because I think there might have been a collectible area back here.
Sure. That's just a small thing. That's just a personal opinion. I haven't been able to confirm this because I've only seen one playthrough, or I haven't seen anyone consciously do this. I don't know if killing a slasher by taking I don't know if a slasher will immediately die by taking off both its arms. Still, I don't know.
I don't. Well, I think at that point, every time I've seen somebody take off the other arm, they've just done actually enough damage to kill it.
Could be, yeah. Oh, did you kill someone? There's a priest here, by the way.
Oh, shit.
I'm looking at the priest.
Okay. Well, we can find out what happens with that now.
Well, here, wait, I could also...
Okay, so they're sent to investigate the area. Interesting.
Well, the priest is dead now.
Oh, okay. Well, then...
I want to see as well...
It's actually not the end of the world, and it doesn't count as a player discovered or a body found.
Oh, good. I also want to see if mesmerizing the priest would do anything, if that would, break its concentration or something.
I think it did, because before you said the priest is dead, the lines disappeared.
Okay, good. Sweet. Good to know. All right, so anyways, enemy, don't know if... I haven't seen if consciously looked or, if no one's tried it yet. At least that I can tell.
It's a hard one to tell because by the time you've taken out both arms, it's already enough, actual damage to kill the necromorph.
Well, that's the thing. They immediately died no matter what if you took off both their arms. But like you said, I don't know if... It's just hard to tell. Anyways, I haven't been able to see this either because no one's consciously done this. I don't know if any... Again, no one's I've seen has done this, and I haven't been able to find this online. I don't know if the reticule can be changed to the old style still.
What do you mean?
So there is a difference. Ready? Very small thing. Go watch my Dead Space 2 videos to see this. In Dead Space 2, they changed it so that the reticule would be with 3 dots on the screen that were planted, like a typical crosshair in a FPS kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Where it's just kind of like a HUD element attached to the center of your screen no matter what. Dead Space 1, the original, it was actually 3 lines that were attached to your gun that were in the game, that were diegetic.
That were emitted by your... I see.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's changed that. Or I don't know if you can change that. This is just a curious thing of mine, I just want to find out.
I don't like that. I like I like now that you've pointed it out, I don't think I ever noticed it, but with a prayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shows we're gonna do it.
Holding E to pay respects, I guess.
Press E to hold respects. Yeah, go
to hold respects.
Maybe I'll show you this after the fact, but
No, I believe you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I just don't know if you can change it. I'm not hugely invested if you can, but I would like that option.
So we're missing 2 collectibles, I believe, in the area. 3 collectibles.
Are these ones that we can find here, or are they just... Okay.
So, I guess while you're talking about stuff, I guess I could look it up?
Sure. So yeah, I'd like to find that out at some point.
Oh, is there one down here?
Nope. Did you find one?
Maybe not. Okay. I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's just a lot of stuff that's off the cliff.
Oh, yeah. off the cliff, like our comedy.
I mean, all of this is modeled, so I don't
know. So here's one that I'm...
Well, there's money.
Ooh. Oh, that's money's good. Here's one that I'm not sure as well. The fucking DLC suits, or not DLC, the pay-to-win suits or whatever, they are purely aesthetic. I don't know if they change when you upgrade the suit. I haven't been able to find that out, or I haven't really noticed.
They do not.
Okay. That's unfortunate. Oh well. There are more cutscenes with NPCs now that you're having interactions with NPCs. Like when you meet Mercer for the first time, he stasis you and talks to you directly. That was pretty good. I liked them. I on the other hand, I also would have liked it if it was fully you were fully in control of Isaac the whole time. That would have been nice. But at the same time, they weren't annoyingly frequent, or they weren't annoyingly done. Oh, this is probably an obvious one, but the fucking game was like Dark Souls 2 dark, like Dark Souls 2 beta dark.
I didn't notice any difference, honestly.
It was dark compared to Dark Souls, compared to Dead Space original. Dark Souls remake, fucking dark. It is pitch black when those lights are off. Love it.
I mean, yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing. So
no, good thing, very good thing. Oh yeah, not Jank Zero G. Okay, very very tiny nitpick that this is purely my own dumbassery, wishing for the old stuff. In the original game, if you shone your flashlight over a locker, the logo would be green. When you shone it, like it was like neon green. Doesn't happen in the remake. Very tiny thing that is inconsequential. Well,
so there's a couple of interesting flashlight things that I noticed.
Oh, okay.
And actually, in one playthrough specifically, some blood splatters don't appear unless you actually have the flashlight on it.
Oh, interesting. I didn't notice that.
Also, it happens with the neon signs. The neon signs react to flashlights in a very strange way because they are objects that emit light, which now have light getting put on them.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I don't think they like it. I think they don't play well together, and there's some sort of glitchy thing going on there. I watched a guy play it that has a 4090, so there was no like issues in their settings. That was very much something going on with the actual engine, the lighting engine.
I need to go back and look at that. I didn't notice that.
I don't know if the person you watched would have done it. Like there was something specific that they noticed because they noticed the glitchiness.
Yeah, the watch that I did that had the most questions, because I was watching Ray Narvaez Jr. on his blind playthrough, and I kind of had the same thing of like I was just taking notes as I thought of stuff. So some of these are actually out of order.
Here's one.
Oh, where are you? Oh, there you are.
Up on this tower.
Yep. He didn't notice anything like that. I didn't notice anything either. So.
Yeah, I mean...
where is it? Oh, over there.
Oh, how do you even do this? Okay, hold on. Do you have to jump over here first? Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go back and take a look at the lighting thing.
Yeah, there's some weird lighting stuff, especially when you light over something specific like that.
Small thing, hitboxes were a little bit jank at times. I noticed.
Oh.
Just a little bit jank. Not Dark Souls 2 Pursuer jank. But just kind of like Elden Ring kind of jank at times. Let's see. I don't know what this means. Leviathan boss added. Oxygen vacuum mechanic. I liked that. That was cool.
Yeah, and that comes from, we already talked about the fact that they incorporated the Weezers into its story stuff.
Small thing, the USM Valor collision was kind of, I don't know, I didn't like it as much. It didn't have as much kind of like wow factor in a way. Just personal opinion maybe. Yeah, it's wild that it just kind of like hits you all of a sudden, like it just comes out of nowhere. But the fact that in the original, it's kind of like creeping up on you, and then while you're looking at Kendra talk to you, and then you kind of look over and you're like, oh shit, there's the Valor, right? And it's like gonna hit you. Whereas in the remake, it's kind of like, oh, the Valor's gonna hit us, and then it just comes in and hits you. The speed's kind of much more impactful, sure.
There's another one by me.
Oh, yep, there you are. I don't know, very, very small. We're not small thing, but like just kind of a personal opinion thing, I'd say. I don't know about you necessarily on that one.
I mean, I have to watch it again because I mean, like it was intense, so it didn't bother me at all.
Okay.
I don't think I was comparing it to the original.
I'll admit, the whole time I was thinking about the original.
Yeah.
I like that the marker influence, when you're like close by it, you get an effect and it gets like kind of weird. You can see that they incorporate the idea that the necromorphs can't really get close to the marker. The remake, they turn kind of red and slow down. In the books and some of the movies, they also just can't get close to it at all. So I like that they included that. And now we're gonna get into spoilers.
Oh my god. Well, honestly, it's near the end of this level too, so like we could leave the spoilers for after this level in case anybody's actually watching for the game. Why would you be doing that? And then like just talk about it, when we get back, because the last collectible's right here. Oh,
nice. So yeah, the last the things involve how they handle the twist and the actual ending of the game. So okay. Well, if you don't want that stuff spoiled, don't watch when we return to the hub world.
Yeah, which we are going to do in... Wait, are both exit? Oh no, there's an exit up here.
So Shoj, what was your favorite part of the remake?
I mean, it was basically the same game, and I'm usually a story person, so it was kind of like, well, it's the same thing. It's the
same story, just with with updated twists and little beats. I think it's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, the beats weren't really super like changed either, though. So like, it didn't really
just twisted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I honestly, my favorite thing about it as we got an
Hollow.
We got an achievement.
Full Dark Souls.
Oh, never detected, all killed.
Oh, nice.
We got our first never detected.
Wow, that took us a lot of episodes. That took us a long time.
Holy shit, we got never detected, all of the money, all collectibles. This is like a supreme S rank.
So we need to talk about Dead Space more. Good to know. All right. Okay. So spoilers from now on. Spoilers. Stop watching if you don't want to find out.
We won't talk to any characters or anything like that.
Yep. We're going to hang out here. So we're going to spoil in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoilers
sex scene,
alert!
Though, right?
Boy, God, howdy! when Isaac just whipped out his fucking dick and just like slapped it on the front of that necromorph. Holy shit! No. So the fact that they explain how Nicole is able to interact with stuff, that it's actually Elizabeth Cross, and the marker is influencing that on Isaac to see Nicole. And that vice versa, Elizabeth is seeing Jacob Temple. I fucking love that. That is such a great way to explain that.
Yeah. That was great.
That was a huge, like, when it happened, I'd seen someone in the comments be like, whoa, that thing at the end was wild. And I was like, all right, I can't look at the comments at all. I really like that. That was a great way to twist the twist.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the other thing, did you see the alternate ending?
No.
Oh,
did not.
So there's an alternate ending that can only be found on New Game Plus.
Oh yeah, I have not seen that. No.
In that case, I will not tell you about it.
I mean, I could go look it up.
Okay. Well, I guess what I will say is that it absolutely kind of confirms what everyone was thinking. They're going to do a Dead Space 2 remake.
Okay.
They set it up.
Then?
So in New Game Plus, you can find these marker fragments around the world. If you collect all 12 or 11, I think, I forget what it is. Instead of Nicole jump scaring you at the end, which I'll admit, actually, the jump scare was kind of less spooky. Instead of her jump scaring you, what she does is Isaac kind of embraces the marker thing. He goes a little bit crazy. And it has him on the inside of the ship, like having drawn marker symbols all over the place, and Nicole's like, yeah, we're gonna build that marker, right? And Isaac's like, yep, we're gonna build that marker. And then it's like, that's the end.
Okay.
Because in Dead Space, have you played Dead Space 2?
I have not. All I know, well, I don't really know much about it, actually. I know there's a character called Ellie.
Yeah, she's hot.
She loses her eye.
Yeah, you should watch my playthrough of Dead Space 2.
Well, I'm gonna play it eventually, because I've played through 3 with you, and I've played through 1 on Extra Life, so I may as well just play through the second.
All right. Well, I guess I can't go any farther then. But basically, like there's another marker that shows up.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like,
and Isaac has a hand in building it.
Well, see that that, I mean, I knew he went crazy. I didn't know that was a thing that was going to happen. But, I mean, the fact that they're building to making a remaster of 2 is interesting, but also, like, isn't Dead Space 1 remake in the Dead Space 2 engine?
Dead Space 1 remake?
Like an upgraded one?
That I don't know.
And so, like, I'm almost thinking, like, what... I mean, like, visual fidelity, I guess, but, like, unless they do a heavy story change, is there even less of a reason for 2 now?
Yeah, didn't we touch on that last time? Between the 2 games, I think Dead Space 1 makes the most sense for a remake and an update and all that jazz. Dead Space 2 is universally loved. Like, I don't know anyone who would ever change anything about that game.
Well, it's universally loved, and, like, it's not a bad-looking game from everything I've seen of it. Like, it doesn't necessarily need the graphical overhaul. That being said, the first one didn't really need that much of a graphical overhaul.
The one thing I would say that maybe it would benefit from is the lighting upgrade, where it's, like, properly dark and, like, like you said, the graphical fidelity. But, like, it doesn't really need it.
No, and so, like... Really. Them doing that almost makes me think, like, okay, are you doing this to reboot the franchise so you could have a new 3? Or what's going on?
You mean they would make a 3? They would make a 3rd game finally.
Well, I mean, like,
I'm joking.
Unpopular opinion, I like 3.
3...
I don't think there's anything wrong with 3.
The DLC ruined it, actually. The ending of the DLC actually ruined it.
I don't remember the ending of the DLC because it's been a while since we played it again.
They Halo 2'd it, where it's like they show up and, oh, big crazy thing, something's gonna happen, cut to black.
That's right, and then we never got a Dead Space 4, so it's kind of like, okay.
So, like,
but, like, I like the Carver stuff. I like having another protagonist that goes crazy with you and in a much different way.
That was all good. I agree. I think we said this last time. The microtransactions were unfortunate.
Yeah, but I think that's stuff surrounding the game rather than the game itself. Like, the game itself is not bad in any way, and the story's all right. Like, there's not too much bad about it.
The combat being much more oriented towards action...
That didn't bother me either, honestly. Like, it is a genre shift, but if you know it's a genre shift and you take it for what it is, it's a good game.
Yeah.
If you want a survival horror, yes, it does not scratch the survival horror itch. As a action shooter, it's very good.
Yeah, I can see where you're going with that. Again, this is like, I would have preferred closer to horror.
Well, so here's the thing. Like, so I'm actually reminded a lot about a movie series that I recently watched, The Mummy. Because the first Mummy movie is styled as a horror movie. Mm-hmm. And it goes for the horror beats. It goes for, a looming antagonist, all of that. If you watch the second Mummy movie, it is an action-adventure movie. That's all it is.
Okay.
But they both do what they do really well. Yeah. And that's how I see, Dead Space 1 and 2 was the horror one, and Dead Space 3 was the action-adventure one. It's fine. They existed in their own realm, and they excelled at what they wanted to be.
I can appreciate that.
And so, like, I mean, like, if they were to make 3 and give it a proper, like, horror remake, cool, great. But, like, I don't think that we can say that 3 was a bad game.
In the context of a Dead Space game being a horror series, a horror action series in that order, let's say.
See,
let me finish.
Yeah.
I would have preferred seeing more horror in Dead Space 3 compared to the action amount.
That's fair, but so I have a weird unpopular opinion that maybe we could talk about in the next episode.
And let me say that real fast. I agree with you that it did the action thing very well.
Yeah,
I would prefer to see less action overall.
So just because I want to hear his brain like twist a second, my unpopular opinion we'll talk about next time. Horror is not a genre. Okay, bye.
No, let's do this right now. Okay, no, explain it.
No.
All right, bye.